We all know that aerobic exercise is good for your heart, and your lungs, and your muscles, and your vasculature, but did you also know that aerobic exercise is good for your brain? That's the result of a new study coming out of the German Center for Neurodegenerative Diseases, published in the journal Mayo Clinic Proceedings. Alright, so first, a little anatomy rundown on the brain. In a very general sense, your brain has two types of tissue, called the white matter and the gray matter. The gray matter is composed of neuron cell bodies, or the actual globular cellular mass with organelles and all that stuff. The white matter is composed of axons, which are long filaments that extend from individual neurons to form connections with other neurons. The volume of gray matter has been historically correlated to various cognitive abilities, where more gray matter generally means better cognitive function. Now, the study itself involved over 2,000 adults recruited from northern Germany and examined from 1997 to 2012. The subjects would use an exercise bike to get their heart rate up, to put their body in this state of high-energy aerobic exercise. While the subjects were pedaling away, the scientists measured various aspects of their physiology, like their peak oxygen uptake. After spending some time on the bike, the patients would then have their brains scanned in an MRI machine. The results of their study were really fascinating. Regular aerobic activity encouraged the growth of gray matter all over the brain, in all kinds of regions associated with various cognitive abilities, like attention and memory. In the conclusion section of their paper, the authors say quite succinctly, quote, "The results of this study support the hypothesis that higher CRF, cardiorespiratory fitness, is associated with larger brain volumes in several brain regions that are not primarily connected to motor-related functions. Older people seem to have a stronger benefit in the memory-sensitive hippocampal region by higher CRF." Unquote. Dr. Michael Joyner is an anesthesiologist and physiologist at the Mayo Clinic, and he was a co-author on the paper. He said, quote, "This is another piece of the puzzle showing physical activity and physical fitness is protective against aging-related cognitive decline. There's already good epidemiological evidence for this, as well as emerging data showing that physical activity and fitness are associated with improved brain blood vessel function. This paper is important because of the volumetric data showing an effect on brain structure." Unquote. In an editorial attached to the study, authored by 3 experts at the Mayo Clinic, they said that the preserved gray matter was in brain regions that normally degrade with age, and that are sometimes involved in Alzheimer's. This makes the data quite interesting from a preventative medicine perspective, but the authors acknowledge that more research is needed before we can come to any conclusion. But they do say that the results are, quote, "encouraging, intriguing, and contribute to the growing literature relating to exercise and brain health." Unquote. One of the 3 authors of this editorial was Dr. Ronald Peterson, a neurologist at the Mayo Clinic. Dr. Peterson pointed out the benefits were to the brain's cognitive abilities, not exclusively to motor function. He said, quote, "This provides indirect evidence that aerobic exercise can have a positive impact on cognitive function in addition to physical conditioning. Another important feature of the study is that these results may apply to older adults as well. There's good evidence for the value of exercise in midlife, but it's encouraging that there can be positive effects on the brain in later life as well." Unquote. So, if you want to keep your brain healthy for your whole life, don't smoke, eat healthy, maintain a healthy weight, and get plenty of aerobic exercise.